Here's a shot of it from a little bit of a distance away with the tag on it and the brake light. I don't necessarily dislike the look. In fact, I do kind of like the look. Kind of reminds me of an old tractor, which is fine with me. It should look like something old. I made this bracket out of a piece of an old welding tray to hold the light and the tag on there. I also just made this. This is basically just two washers welded together. But what they'll do is they'll go on the back side of this rod that goes through the firewall. There's a rod right here, and I'll put those two washers, one of them through the rod, the other will hang down, which will give me something to tie the wires to so that my wires won't be all down in the way like they are right now. I can tie them up. There wasn't really anything up in here to tie these wires up out of the way, so I can put one of these plastic loop things through that extra washer. That'll hold everything up nice and tight, and that'll be good. Okay, here's a piece of history I'll share with you. I was a truck driver for 20 years. I used to carry this in the truck with me, a box of fuses, because, you know, if you're driving a trailer truck and you're out on the road and you blow a fuse, you're kind of SOL unless you got one. Well, I took to carrying a little bag full of fuses. I've been out of truck driving now for, oh, I don't know, maybe 10 years. Still got the bag though, still got the fuses. It's a great thing to have. Kind of brings back memories every time I pull it out. Okay, let's talk a little bit about wiring. I told you a while ago that what I was doing, I was getting the wires out of the way here, which I did. Got them all tucked up in that corner and all up in high here and tied up so that they won't get tangled up in anybody's feet. And I built me a little fuse blocks here. Well, actually, this is the fuse blocks. This is the flasher for the turn signal. This is a piece of oak that's mounted over this bar that holds my throttle, and basically the fuse block is screwed into the piece of oak. This is the hot wire into here. I've got four terminals on the other side with the fuse in between. That should give me one for the headlights, one for the brake lights, one for the turn signals, and one for a horn if I ever decide I want a horn or whatever. So that's my homemade wiring job. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, everything I need to run the car was already in place. My starter button is right here. My ignition button is right down there. So basically all I probably need to do is run a couple of switches, one for the headlights and the tail lights, and I won't even need a switch for the brake lights. Although I may want to wire the brake lights so that they come and go with the ignition switch. I'll have to think about whether I want to do that or not. In fact, I might want to wire the headlights so that they go off when the ignition switch is turned off. I'll think about that. In the meantime, that's good enough for now. That's good enough to give me something to work with to go ahead and hook up a headlight and a brake light, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'll go ahead and give these things a test. This is the hot side, and see it's lighting my light. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the side on the far side of the fuse. When the fuse breaks, this far side would be dead. So that's what protects you from burning something up. It'll blow the fuse out before it'll burn your wires up. Okay, we're going to give her the big test and see if she works. You tell me if you see anything, okay?
Okay. Woo! Woo! Look at that!
Look at that, we got lights!
Wow!
Woo-hoo!
Blue!
Yeah, blue dots. We got blue dots. Yeah. That was all the rage back in the 50s.
Is that right?
Blue dot tail lights. Oh yes, sir.
Oh, I didn't. Huh?
Ooh, look at that tag light. It's all illuminated.
Wow.
Woohoo!
That's pretty awesome.
I bet I can get an inspection sticker like that. Alright, diggity dog.
Ah.
Okay, they turn on. Let's see if they turn off. Just joking. Sweet.
Awesome.
Alright, I'll clean up this mess.
Okay, sweetie.
And I'll see you in the house in a bit.
Jackie's gonna supervise.
Yeah, I gotta have Zaki's overall approval. You stay out here with me, Zaki. We're gonna do exciting stuff. We're gonna clean up. You'll like it, honest. You don't have to work though.